All right. Hello, 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 everyone. Oops, I should close the other door. Let's see. Hello. Let's give it a second to see if. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, I play. Forgot to mute my. There we go. My computer, and I think when I mute my computer, it also does my phone. So crossing fingers. Um, if you could let me know you're here, I'd appreciate it. My internet is a little unstable. The software is telling me it's the only internet I have. So we're just going to go for it and cross our fingers that it works. It is super windy here today, which means it's super sandy here today. And I feel like whenever we have these conditions, the internet is not, it doesn't cooperate very well with me. So, um, all right. Let me know if you're here. I'd appreciate it. If you stumbled upon this video, my name is Jennifer Olea. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Yuma, Arizona, and I love all things paper crafting fun. Paper, paper, paper. I love it. I dabble. Let's see. Diana says that I can see and hear you. No glitching. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate the comments. Technology. I don't know if I love it or hate it. It's it is what it is. But I love having paper crafting fun. I don't even mind doing it on a video as long as the video works. And so let me show you what we're gonna do today. Oh, good morning, Yolanda. I'm so happy you're here. So thank you, Diana and Yolanda. And Henry may be here too. I see 3 people are watching, so I think Henry's here too. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Today we are going to be using the Paper Pumpkin add-on dies. So I planned this card, I don't know, Monday or Tuesday, and I saw that Stampin' Up! Has also kind of been promoting the Paper Pumpkin dies. So I was like, oh, great minds think alike, right? So let me show you what we're going to be doing. Henry said hi too. Oh, morning, Henry. Okay, so here's the card that we're going to be making. And it's so weird was um, the table view popped up. I don't know why it's doing that. Which I want the table view on. Hopefully you guys are seeing the table view big. See, Diana said, oh, that's so cute. Oh, thank you. Okay. So I'm diving into fall, and I heard the term soft fall yesterday because, like, yesterday here. Oh, good. Diana said, yes, it's big. Okay, perfect. That's the screen I want to be big. And Yolanda said that she could see and hear me clearly. Awesome. Okay. I heard the term soft fall yesterday. And I was like, ooh, I like that term because it was 118 degrees here yesterday. So we're all kind of begging for fall to show up. But maybe if I will the colors, then the temperature will follow. But who knows? Okay. So we've got a lot going on here. So let me show you the dies. I didn't cut anything out, but this are dies that coordinate with the paper pumpkin. So you get, they come out quarterly. And so these dies, and they come like this. I can show you. They come in a little package. They're very, very cute. They're not expensive. So if you're starting your die collection, they're a great way to dive into to getting some dies. But look at how cute these are, right? And you're like, what do they all build? Well, I'm going to show you. So you have the word hello, right? Hello. You have this circle die right here, which kind of right this second reminds me It kind of reminds me of a chocolate bar, just because of the embossing folder that I used. You have all these little leaves, these flat or this flower, right? So it's one leaf and one flower you cut out. You could make this acorn, but also using this acorn die, you could make a strawberry. Look at how cute that is. So if you use these two pieces, like so, with these two pieces, which is your strawberry topper, you get a strawberry. And I thought, I have this scrapbook. I always talk about how I don't scrapbook, and then I find things like, oh, I did scrapbook that. When we were in Vermont, and we went, and we picked our own strawberries, and I thought how perfect that little strawberry could go on this page like that. And I'll probably make another one to go on there too. So why don't I just add it right now? But, and these were very good strawberries. They were, like I said, from Vermont. We were in Vermont when we did this. So there we go. I just added strawberry to my scrapbook. Okay, I also don't want to lose it. Which, if you've been in the crafting casita or you've been around me at all, you know that that's probably a huge possibility that I could lose it. Okay, so let's make the card. We're going to start with Cajun Craze card base because we're channeling fall. And let's see, this is your traditional card base. Nothing, Diana said, love it, create it on the fly. Sure, why not? Let's just create on the fly. That scares me, to create on the fly. I kind of like to know what I'm doing, but can I just create on the fly? I don't know. Okay, we have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4. This is Cajun Craze. So this is crushed curry. There's going to be a quiz at the end. Do I know my Stampin' Up! Colors? We'll find out. And we're going to stamp this leaf. And this leaf comes from this stamp set right here. It's called Party Celebrations. You can see it online. It's got lots of your fall, your burr, right? People talk about the burr months. So you've got a little bit of Christmas, you've got Halloween, Thanksgiving-ish, you could, fall-ish stuff. And then we made this card in class the other day using the leaf and these textured stamps. I don't really know what to call these stamps, but they just add a little bit of texture to it. So we made that guy in class. But we're going to take the leaf stamp and we are going to ink up our crushed curry ink pad. So we're doing a little tone on tone here, and we're just going around the edges because, and my pad is very tie-dye. I'm not sure. I don't know if I need a new pad, and I'm not really opposed to it because leaves are not all one color, right? It probably needs to be re-inked again for sure. And let's see. We're just going to go around because I have a piece of designer series paper that's going to cover up most of it, but I wanted the edges to have a little something. So there's that. Okay. So I have a lot of things around me right now. I don't know. Got ink pads and some daubers. We're going to use some daubers in this card. It's a little crazy. All right, so let's attach this guy like so. And then we're going to cut out some designer series paper. We're using our rectangle here that has this texture around it, right? That comes from this grouping of guys, right? Which is, how don't know where my sleeve is for that. To find that guy. Okay. We are going to cut out from the green. So I have this designer series paper. It's boho vibes or sunshine vibes. Sunshine vibes. It's from the boho vibe suite. And so it's all kind of neutral colors and very boho. But it's got this mossy meadow paper. And so we're going to cut it out and use it for the front of the card. Like so. And then we're going to do the same thing with this Secret C one. No, we're not. We're not going to do that. I take that back. Let's see. Diana said that she just ordered that paper kit. Can't wait to get it. It's really, really cute. If you, you're going to love it. I know you are. And right this second, it's on sale because it has some of the in colors, the 2025, 2027 in colors, which happen to be on sale right now. If you're watching this video in the month of August of 2025. And so those 5 in colors, Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. I'm always looking over here because I have cards made with all 5 colors, so I have to remind myself. I always forget Timid Tiger. But we're not done with this. So, okay, we have that. Now, the dies. We are going to use the hello, and we're going to cut a circle out. The acorns, right? This makes the acorn, the leaves, and the flower. I've cut a bunch of those out already. So I don't think we'll need any more of those, but maybe we will. I don't know. So we're going to use crumb cake. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is, I had to tear it to just, I should know. This is two-tone crumb cake, right? So there's 2 different shades. Oh, that's regular crumb cake. And I forgot to do this one. I'm doing hello. I have the adhesive on the back of it. So how do I know it has the adhesive on the back of it? Because it's white. So let's do that guy. And we're also going to do a circle. We're going to cut out a circle from two-tone early espresso. And when I created this card, I did the early espresso, and then I was like, oh, it's a little too dark, I think. So we have this guy, which we'll work out here in a second. And then we're going to do a circle. Now this circle does have stitching, so you kind of have to decide if you want the stitching on the light side or the dark side of the early espresso. Like so. And then I don't think I'm going to, in my sample right here, I have, I use this folder, the Forever Plaid, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm not sure I like it 100%, so I'm going to try it without it and see which one I like better. But I think I will, oops, I think I will still use my sponge dauber to kind of soften it a little bit. Let's see. Yolanda said, good tip, adhesive on the back and no need for glue. Yes, no need for glue. I decided I really am a kindergartner when it comes to using glue. Green glue, right? Our green glue. This guy. Sometimes I can get by with it, other times, nope. Okay, so I have a dauber here, and it has some white craft ink on it. We used it in class, so there's still just a smidge of it. So I'm going to use just a little bit to kind of soften it up even more. Like so. And there's no like, I'm just trying to soften it up just a little bit. So there's that. Okay. Now, I'm also going to use the dauber for this guy right here. Well, for a couple of the acorns. So like I said, I already cut them out, so you guys didn't have to watch the machine too much, but I used Very Vanilla here, and I want to make that a little bit darker. So I have pecan pie here. And actually, I don't know that I'm going to ink it up. I'm just using like what's left on there to make it just a little bit darker. And I also have crumb cake, and I'm going to make it a little bit darker too. I might make all of them a little darker. Oops. And I have crushed curry. Let's make that guy a little textured, because, you know, I don't know that I've ever actually seen an acorn. Like, I've seen fake acorns. I don't know if I've ever seen an actual acorn. Okay. So there's that. Now, a lot of this is just going to be building, right? So let's get our card back and our Designer Series paper. I did put this at an angle because I don't. We're going to add our seal. Now, if you're interested in the Paper Pumpkin add-ons, you can order them if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, or you reach out to me and I can order them for you. Okay, we're going to pop out our, where's my Pico tool? Right here. We're going to pop out our hello and add this to this circle. And so let's go ahead and add that, and then we'll peel off the adhesive so we have some place to put it, like so. And if your fingers aren't working, you can use your Pico tool for that too. I just really like how this crumb cake kind of pops off the early espresso. So there you go, like that. Now, the acorns we're going to build, and I just use some seal. There's not, you can see they're kind of cut a little bit, so there kind of is a right or a wrong way, but I just use seals to attach them to the tops of the little acorn. I don't know, have you guys seen an acorn in the wild? I'm pretty sure I haven't. All right. And if there's like that seal, I'm just pushing it back so that it doesn't stick out from underneath that piece of cardboard right there, or cardstock. And then I'm just placing them around, kind of like so. This guy, I think I want a little bit darker, so it's not so stark. There we go. Just a little bit more seal. This card is flat except for the bow. So I didn't use any dimensionals. So Diana said, let's see, Yolanda said no, she hadn't seen an acorn. Diana said, nope, but then again, I don't go in the wild very often unless it's the Southern California freeways. Yep, Southern California freeways, pretty much like the Wild West. They're a little crazy. I mean, I grew up on those freeways, but yeah, not anymore. A little crazy. All right. I'm going to put that guy there. And then I have some leaves and some flowers. And so the leaves, some of them have the adhesive on the back. They just happen to be the paper that I had sitting here. So I'm going to peel that off. And my friend Diana said no dimensionals. She is the dimensional queen. And she loves her dimensionals. And I don't know why I didn't do dimensionals on this card. Because I totally could, because I added a bow. So let's just make more height. But this guy doesn't have any adhesive on it. So you could do seal. You could do glue. You could also do a glue dot. I'm also a fan. Yolanda likes dimensionals too. I can see that. You guys both are very creative like that. You guys like your textures. We're just going to kind of float these around like so. Put these, hit some random places. I don't know. We might do that like that. Put that leaf down there. On my sample card, I put a bow. But I don't know that I'll do that on this one. Oops, that's attached already. Attached. Okay, for the flowers, let's see. It needs at least one dimensional. We could do dimensionals. We'll do the flowers for dimensionals. We'll get the mini glue dots out and we'll do the flowers with dimensionals. You guys have spoken. So I put them on the back like this. And then these guys are going to get bling too. Or also. Yay! Fall colors with a touch of blue. A touch of blue. I do like fall colors with a touch of blue. There was a paper pumpkin last year that was very fall colors and it had blue. It was so nice. Let's see. There's this. And we're going to put this guy above the E and the hello. So there's some dimensionals for you guys. It's like I probably should have done the leaves, like the leaves falling down, but whatever. But we're going to add some bling to those flowers because the flowers need a middle. And I had this twine on my desk. Hello, Susan. How are you doing? Hopefully you're enjoying your summer. I had this twine on my desk. I have no idea where it's from, but it's very thick. It's not like baker's twine. It's thicker than that. And so that's how I made the bow right there with this little guy. But we're going to get some bling. If you've been around here a while, you know that things that make me very happy is when I use up all the bling in a package. And so we're going to add some of this sparkly bling. I don't know if this is still available. It was on the last chance list. But look at that right there. So cute. Okay. We have that guy. And then we're going to do the inside. And the inside, I have this. I guess there's blue. Look, because I didn't even finish the card. I don't know. Something happened. I got taken away from the casita. But here's the inside that we're going to do. We're going to take this designer series paper. Comes from the same pack. This is Secret Sea, which is one of the new ink colors. And which I'm loving. It's a very dark blue. Could almost look like black. until you put it next to black, and then you know that it's definitely blue. So the inside's going to get a layer. So that's 4 by 5 1/4. Like so. Diana says that you love the bling. I do too. I really like that bling. It's, I don't know if I like it because it's neutral, because they're sequins, but they're very neutral, soft autumn colors, I guess. I don't know. So we have that. And do I have a inside? I may have to make it inside. We're going to make it inside with that guy right there. Or we're going to flip through my stash in my basket, and there's an inside right there. So the inside is going to get stamped with this guy right here. It's called Label Me Grateful. It's a bundle. It has, I can go get the dies. So it has these great sentiments, kind of fall-ish, but, well, not fallish really. I say that, but no, it's not, because you are so appreciated. Thank you. You're the best. So grateful for that heart of yours. A little kindness makes a big difference. But there's dies that go with it, which are kind of like builder dies. So leaves, flowers, different kind of stems, and then this great label, which fits all your sentiments. But we're not using that today. That would be for another day. But we are going to use the sentiment. You are so appreciated. And we're going to stamp that in pecan pie. And then we're going to get that leaf back and stamp that again. So let's do that. We're going to take our pecan pie. We're going to tap, tap, tap. I'm going to try it right here. There we go. Let's do that again. Try not to drop everything. I love stamping on this glass mat. I cover it up with paper so that you guys don't have this like glare shining at you. But the glass mat is under here. It makes stamped images so nice. It's crazy. I need to clean my leaf because I used it with fresh curry first. So let's do that. So that I don't cross-contaminate my ink pads. Because I definitely have done that before. All right. And we're just going to do a little I don't know what to call this, like curve with the leaves. There you go. And then we'll add this to our designer series paper, and then that goes in the inside of our card, and then we're done. There we go. So check out, if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, check out the dies that are add-ons. They complement the quarters of the Paper Pumpkin, right? So like last month we had the strawberry Paper Pumpkin. I know they have specific names. I'll never be able to remember them. But it was strawberries, so that's why the strawberry die. This coming up one is going to be like the acorn. I'm sure the one before that was what? Something about charm, I think. And so it was probably the circle that coordinated with that one. But it's a great way to get some very nice dies that you will use over and over and over again. So a couple of things. Next week, I will be back on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Don't forget the in-color sale at Stamp It Up. Diana said that she loves the inside, and Yolanda said nice. Thank you guys very much for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully everybody gets time today to have a little paper crafting fun, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.